Hey you guys, it is me Laura with scrapsoфencouragement.com, and today I have another card sketch for you. Now, card sketches are really basic and they're meant for you to use as a jumping off point, so don't feel like you have to follow this one exactly. This card has a panel running down the side and a large element in the middle for your sentiment. This does not have to be an oval shape, it can be any shape you want. Another element tucked behind that, and then it's got a ribbon or a string or something to break up the vertical panel there. You can also turn this card sketch around in any direction and play with it and have fun. This is the card that I came up with using this sketch, and as you can see, I didn't follow the shapes exactly, and I also added another image, my lighthouse there. So I'm using the Sailing Home stamp set. I'll be using this lighthouse stamp as well as the stamp that says, "Let hope be your anchor through the storms of life." To start with, I cut a piece of designer series paper to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to glue that on with some glue. And then I stamped my lighthouse and my sentiment onto some Whisper White cardstock. I used the coordinating dies to cut this out, but you can fussy cut the lighthouse if you'd like to. You can use any shape of die or punch that you have for your sentiment, and it should work just great. So once I have all my pieces cut out, I went ahead and added my lighthouse onto the blue and white nautical striped pattern there. And then I tied my ribbon, my baker's twine, around that strip with the little trinket. Then I cut my ends off. I tied that on really well, and I cut my ends off, and I added some dimensionals to the back of that piece and added it to the front of my card. And then it was time to add the sentiment. Now for this, I used dimensionals on one side, and then because the lighthouse is already poked up and it's going to be sticking onto that, I used glue for the other side to keep it all the same height. And then I wanted to add the little ship wheel behind. However, the little spokes on the wheel were kind of getting in the way, so I cut some of those off so that I could tuck it behind exactly the way that I wanted it. And I stuck that back behind. And that was it for this card. Here's another version that I made using a different piece of designer series paper. But you can use any stamp set, anything that you have along with this sketch. You can turn it around, you can make it your own. But I would love to see the cards that you make with this sketch. If you can post pictures of them in the comments below, or post a link to your website, or you can email them to me. That would be fantastic. And as always, I hope you find joy in creating as you spread kindness and encouragement with your scraps of paper. I'll talk to you later. Bye.